Factories feel trade war pain as Wall Street sees recession risk. Bloomberg Go Inside the Global Economy with Stephanie Flanders in her new podcast, Stephanomics. Subscribe by Global manufacturing took another knock last month from trade tensions, adding to concerns that the world economy is weakening. The latest signs of factory weakness in countries including South Korea, Germany, and Japan underscore the growing threat to the world economy posed by the escalating US-China. The reports came in the UK, where Brexit uncertainty is proving an additional burden. Manufacturing shrank for the first time in almost 3 years in May. That's partly due to US President Donald Trump has also threatened Mexico with tariffs. On Sunday, Morgan Stanley has warned that investors continue to underestimate the situation. It sees a global European stocks declined on Monday, with the Stoxx Europe 600 index down 0.6%, extending May's 5.7% drop. German bonds rose. The last few weeks has undoubtedly unsettled investor confidence, Julian Chillingworth, chief investment officer at Rathbones, said on Bloomberg Television. The uncertainty that, in South Korea, the Purchasing Managers Index fell to 48.4 in from 50.2 in April, below the key 50 level. Survey respondent, weak demand for new cars is hitting in Japan, Germany, and elsewhere, with ripple effects being felt more widely. Italian tire China's official PMI for May slid to 49.4, and an employment index tumbled to the lowest level since the aftermath of the global financial crisis. The Caixin This adds to an increasingly challenging picture for Asia, after data last week showed China's official PMI slipping back into contraction. The upshot policy. Bloomberg Asia economists. Click here to read the report. The latest reading from Germany showed manufacturing in Europe's largest economy remains in a slump. IHS Markit, with assistance from Francine Lacroix. To contact the reporters on this story and Curran in Hong Kong at acurran8@bloomberg.net. Fergal O'Brien. To contact the editors responsible for this story, Malcolm Scott at miscott23@bloomberg.net, Brian Swint, Paul Gordon. For more articles like this, please visit us at Copyright 2019 Bloomberg LP.
Top smoking, no cooking the hot bar. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park.